it's Camille from Camilleiam. Valentine's Day is right around the corner and I wanted to share one more Valentine's Day tutorial with you. I shared one a couple weeks ago which was heart-shaped sushi. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. But for today's tutorial, I wanted to do something a little bit sweeter. I've been seeing these layered number cookie tarts all over Pinterest and Instagram, and I wanted to recreate one for myself, but in a Valentine's theme. So today we're going to be making an X and an O layered cookie tart, and we're going to decorate them really beautiful with a lot of really pretty stuff on top. But before we start this video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below letting me know what your Valentine's Day plans are, and let's get on to the video. For the cookie dough, you will need 1 cup of softened butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Then in this little bowl, I have a half a teaspoon of baking soda and a half a teaspoon of salt. Then you will need 2 cups of sugar and 4.5 cups of flour. First, you're going to put the butter into a bowl and cream it together with the sugar. Once it's mixed a little bit, add in the teaspoon of vanilla, the 2 eggs, and the sour cream. In a separate bowl, mix together the flour, baking powder, salt, and baking soda. Slowly start adding in the flour mixture into the wet ingredients until all of it is combined. Once all the ingredients are in and your dough is ready, you're going to put it in the fridge for 1 hour to chill. I printed out an X and an O for our Valentine's cookies today, and I'm just cutting them out so that I can make a stencil to cut out the cookie dough. Once your dough has chilled, flour a piece of parchment paper and put your dough on top. And then I like to place another piece of parchment paper on top and roll out my dough until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. Place the stencil on top of the dough, and then using a sharp knife, you're going to cut out the letter. So for each letter, I'm going to be doing 2 layers, so I'm cutting out 2 X's and 2 O's. When they're all cut out, place them in the fridge for about 30 minutes. This really helps them to firm up so that when you put them in the oven, they don't spread out very much and they really keep their shape. And we're going to be baking these at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. While the cookies are baking, you can start making the cream filling. So for the filling, we will need 2 cups of vanilla pudding, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin powder. First, put your heavy whipping cream into a bowl and whip it until it's fluffy. Mix in the powdered sugar into your fluffy whipping cream. Add the 1 teaspoon of gelatin powder into the 1 tablespoon of water. You're going to want this to set up for about 5 minutes before you add it in, and right before you add it in, you're going to microwave it for 15 seconds. Lastly, you're just going to fold in the vanilla pudding into the whipping cream mixture. Cut off the tip of the piping bag and fill it up with the cream filling. When your cookies are out of the oven and they are cooled, you can start piping little dollops onto your cookies. Do the first layer of piping and then add a second cookie layer on top and pipe the same pattern onto the second layer. Now for the best part, which is of course the decorating. I'm going to be decorating my cookie tart with some heart cookies that I made with the leftover cookie dough, a couple French macaroons, some pink meringues, fresh strawberries, a couple flowers, these chocolate hearts, and these foil wrapped chocolate balls. Finishing touch, I added some sprinkles and some edible gold foil. And that is all you have to do to make this Valentine's Day layered cookie tart. I love how this turned out. It's so over the top and elegant, and it would be the perfect Valentine's Day dessert. For watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this Valentine's Day layered cookie tart. If you try this out for yourself, make sure to tag me in your photos. I would love to see you recreate this. Also, before you leave this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I would really love it if you did that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!